Have you just looked up and was like, where's my friends? Listen, as you get older, your life becomes a priority and making friendships become a lack of priority. And yeah, you look up and you're like, I need a girls trip, but you don't got no girlfriends. You may be doing a solo trip, which is also key, and I've done that as well too. But it's great to have a good girlfriend that you can kiki with, go to brunch and happy hour. And this video will show you how to feel comfortable enough to build those friendships and make friendships. Good morning, gang. I am coming to you with a very different video. Today is March the 20th, so it's the first day of spring. Happy spring to everyone. I wanted to come to you guys just to show a plethora of things that I want to just have as part of this journey on YouTube. And one of it is just obviously elevating you as a person and how you do the things and meet the goals that you're trying to do overall. And one of the things that I noticed could very well just being how to make friendships. And so this video is going to help you just learn to connect as an adult with other adults. So you can be out there brunching and happy houring at your leisure, girl. I recognize just in my own experience when I was coming out of a relationship that I was like, girl, where my friends at? I mean, if you're lucky enough to have built-in best friends with siblings, I have two older sisters. So I've always had someone I can go to and talk to. But if you don't naturally have those supports, it's a bit anxious to try to find friendships, and it can be very nerve-wracking for the person who may not be very, very comfortable out there meeting friends. So I wanted to just do this video on how to make new friends as an adult, where you would go to meet them, and also how you maintain them and keep your friendships for long lasting friendships that you can, girl, have someone to cry on when you need it. So okay, so as I mentioned, many people are just looking for new friendships for a number of reasons. Maybe you just went to college, you just moved to a different state, just landed the best job ever, and just maybe you're looking up after putting in the grind in your day-to-day business and just essentially said, hey, girl, I need some friends. I am working so hard. I am where I want to be in my career, and there is not other things that I'm doing for a great work-life balance. So you may be looking up and how do I meet people that I can have common interests with, and that I would enjoy their company. So this video is certainly supposed to help you gain those tips and just the confidence, because that's more of what it is, to get out there and introduce yourself and meet new people. So first thing up, the first thing up is certainly to just be very, very comfortable with things getting awkward. Yeah, girl, it's okay to get out there and be a bit awkward to get to the point where you need to get to. Luckily, I developed quite a few friends through the workforce, so I will strongly encourage you to start there. To just start there, one of the best places to meet someone would that you may have common interests just merely because of the work you do would be at your job, right? So look at coworkers that you vibe with at the water cooler, girl, at the lunchroom, that you might catch a good kiki with, and then just kind of try to make more small talk with them, see what they do on the weekends, and if it seems to align with what you're interested in, or maybe inviting them out to brunch or to happy hour or coffee, just to have a quick chat and to start building something outside of work. So that would be a good thing, a good place to start. Obviously is in the workforce, and you do have to be very careful with who you befriend at work. Obviously, in my work line of work, at one point of time, I did supervise staff, and it's never okay to fraternize with the employees that you're managing. So I wouldn't encourage that, but certainly other managers, if that is your role, or if you are equal in terms of where you work or different departments, could be a great place to kind of start. But it definitely just takes some getting very comfortable with, talking to someone. Trying to get to know them will require you to at least give a little more about yourself, so that they can kind of see who you are and see if you're a good vibe for them. Many of you may also just be very I just want to be at work to do work, and I don't want to mix those friendships in case they go awry or they go bad. And it's okay too. If you're open to taking classes or joining new programs, you can certainly find, and joining new activities could be a great way of just getting out there and meeting new people, right? If you like cooking, go try a cooking class. Get out there, introduce yourself to someone, maybe rejoin the class if the class was a great group of people. Social groups, obviously Facebook groups and events are a good place to just kind of connect with like-minded people if you're looking for things that you already enjoy. I enjoy blogging, so for an example, I can join a Facebook group that's about blogging, and seeing if they have any sort of meetups or events that I could attend, or looking at events for bloggers in the DC area will be a great also place to start, and just finding new friends. But don't let that be limited. You might actually like to work out, or you might like to jog. Go find a small jogging group that maybe you will become more comfortable to joining an actual team. Or maybe you like karate. I don't know. Get out your comfort zone and really make an effort. And that's one of the things that is important, and we're going to talk about at the end, about just developing friendships require you to be a good friend. So you have to make an intentional effort to really put yourself out there and be a good friend to someone else. And in return, obviously, you'll gain those friendships back. You'll meet people who want to reciprocate those same feelings to you. So certainly another great way to meet other people if you're into those sort of things. Say you have a cause that you feel strongly about, you should certainly look up volunteer opportunities, because again, you'll meet like-minded people, hopefully, and then you will use the other steps to build those friendships that we're going to go into. People there. What should you do to just break the ice and feel comfortable about it? One of the things that I would encourage you to do, obviously, is to introduce yourself. If you're in a class or a setting that someone may not already know you, or it could be at work. If you are somewhere in the building that you wouldn't typically meet some of your direct line of co-workers, it's a good way to say, hey, I'm Desiree. I work in X, Y, and Z. Or, yes, I think I've seen you here before. Or I've seen you in the HR office. I'm Desiree. Very nice to meet you. Introducing yourself could be a great way to just break the ice. And then here's another thing that just goes without saying, is to ask a question or to give a compliment. Obviously, you want to be genuine in your compliment. You don't want to just be like, girl, you get out of here. You want it to be genuine so that that person can feel the connection. If you really vibe with their shoes, or if you are really excited about what they're wearing, like, oh, she looks great in that, you can say that, like, girl, you really look good in that outfit. Where did it come from? Or if you don't mind me asking, where did you get those shoes? They're beautiful. It starts the conversation, and you can be like, oh, I love a good heel, and I know that brand usually, and just to continue the conversation. Now listen, the conversation could very easily fizzle off, and that is okay. It's okay to not immediately have something to connect. And if it's going great, then you might say, well, what's your socials? Like, That's such a millennium thing to say. But if you're, oh, depending on where you are and what you feel comfortable with, you can be like, oh, well, let me give you my contact number. If the conversation goes to that point, you don't want to be the awkward one where someone is obviously maybe just having a bad day and just is so consumed with the things that they already have going on in their head that they're not connecting with you immediately. Don't be discouraged by that. You'll recognize that energy. You'll kind of end the conversation, have a great day, and keep it going. But if it's good and you're laughing about something, like I would love to check out some more of your other outfits. Is it okay if I give you my socials? Maybe I'll see you around here, or wait until the next opportunity you see them in the hall or whatever to continue that conversation, and then start to exchange contact information. It's completely okay to share your socials and or give your contact information if you've really vibed and had a great conversation and you don't think you'll see them again immediately. It's okay to say, oh, well, is it okay? I want to stay up on your fashions, girl. Do you have an Instagram? Is it okay if I follow you on Instagram? And that's a good way. And then you can kind of, as you have greater opportunity to see them and have conversation, even if it's virtually, for you to say, hey, we should go grab a cocktail, or we should go out to brunch, or, I see that you're into this mission in church. I would love to volunteer. How do I get connected? And those are good ways to just kind of do it. I know it can be daunting to just do that up front if you're introvert and not, a very social person, but it's worth a try. Like, if you're really, really looking to meet friends, you're gonna have to put yourself out there, and it's okay if it feels scary. It's okay if it seems like it won't work for you. Nothing beats a failure but a try. You absolutely won't know until you actually get out there to try it. So don't hesitate to try those sort of things. Just as a good conversation starter. You may recognize that they went to your alma mater, and be like, oh, I went to Howard for grad school, so it's a good thing to be like, HU. Their response is always going to be, to all my Howard alums, it's but it's a great way to connect, especially when you're out and you see someone that may connect to you. And if you're in a setting that you can have an opportunity to dialogue, and you might want to continue that, at least to see what they're doing outside of that setting, it's a good thing to do. I'm not 100% sure how this works directly, but there are apps that you can use if you're completely not sure where to go in your city or state. But there's apps like Meetup that you can just search your interests. You might like quilting. You may like fashion, blogging, whatever it is. You type that criteria or category into that search engine on the app Meetup, and they will give you a number of events in your city or state that will be hosting those events for people who have common interests. So certainly check out apps if you don't feel comfortable with meeting people or going to explore your own personal activities. If you don't already have activities such as gyms that you attend, or church, or you don't feel comfortable with finding friends at work, a key place to do that also could be apps. I think also Bumble has one called Bumble Best Friend. I've never used that app in general, but Meetup is a great place to meet people in general that connect with you. So starting there could be a great opportunity for you to just meet like-minded people. So potentially consider that as an option as well. And then lastly, how do you keep relationships? If I can just share that I went through a very, very difficult breakup, and during that relationship, it was a very long relationship. It was about 6 years or so, 6 or 7 years. And girl, I consumed myself with that relationship. Not just the relationship, but also just being a parent. Like, I was raising a kid, they were in all these social activities. I mean, my daughter did it all: competitive cheer, professional dance, soccer, basketball, like whatever the thing was she wanted to do, and she stayed her course. So she was always active. I was a very active mom in terms of just showing up in support. I'm the cheer mom. I'm the one that's like yelling and screaming at the bleachers at every single game. So that's just who I was. And there was very little time to socialize. I was in a relationship, and then I was being a parent, and I did not find a good balance to maintain friendships that I loved through undergrad or high school, and it just fizzled. And that is one of the biggest regrets for me, is that I did not maintain those friendships. So when my daughter went off to college, yep, girl, all the gray. Don't you ask me my age, but when my daughter went off to college, and that relationship did not work out or wasn't suiting me any longer, it just was a reality check. It was like, wow, it's but only so many times people are going to be like, you want to come on this trip? No, I can't. I'm doing, inviting you to, let me come out to the birthday parties, come out to this and come out to that. And when you constantly are declining those because you have made your own comfortable place, those invitations become less and less and less. So you find yourself with no friends, or friends that you loved and adored growing up, or in your young adult life. You don't maintain those friendships. They're no longer there, girl. They're not checking for you no more. They might say how you doing on your socials, but it is not something that you've built a relationship. So that's a key when I say, in terms of maintaining those friendships, you really have to put forth an effort to cultivate those friendships, because no one person is going to stay the same year from year from year from year. And you need to deposit all of those positive things. So as people grow, you learn to grow with them. You're supportive in their growth and all of those things. And then the only way to do that is to be genuinely supportive of those friends. So, girl, you might not want to go to the birthday party. You may rather just be cuddling with Boo Thing, or you may rather, just because you've had an exhausting week with the kids, or with your life, with work, and you're like, I just really wanted to chill. Maybe you don't stay for the entire 5 hours of the get together, but it will be so impactful for you to show your face. You may even wind up having a fantastic time and stay the entire time. And just really sticking in there and supporting your friends, because that's mainly what it's about. No one person is gonna want to do and love everything that you do, but there are gonna be plenty of times that they're gonna make those same sacrifices to come out to support you, to make sure that you know that they value you as a friend. So that is gonna be important to maintaining friendships. Even starting off in new friendships, you want, if someone is hosting something or throwing something that connects to you, go out to support them. That's a good way that you make connections with them. And also, you need to know that everyone that you genuinely try to make a connection with is not going to be long lasting friendships. They may be very well associates that you can go out and have lunch or dinner with and just catch up, but they may not be the person you're going to go cry and tell all your deep secrets to. Okay. And in that case, that's okay, but you'll have these friendships that you develop and compartmentalize to know what friends are good for what activity and what things to do, good girlfriend trips and that sort of thing. But then you'll develop a very core group of friends, men or female, that are supportive and just become your ride or die. So it is never too late to make new friends. Just, it requires an effort on your part. And I encourage you to make the effort, because that is where it'll start. It's not going to start in joining all these groups or joining all these programs and then you just sit down in the corner, girl, that ain't gonna get you no friends. That's not gonna get you any friends. You have to make an effort to introduce yourself, be comfortable with the conversation, moving, staying at a neutral place, and then just moving on. And that was a bust, and then just try again with someone else that you may connect with. It's okay. To make the effort, and this video is hopefully going to encourage you to get out there and make an effort, and make the effort to be the good friend, because that is what the key is. When someone recognizes you being a good friend, you're the one that's always like, hey girl, let's get brunch, what are you doing on Saturday, let's grab a coffee in the morning, if you have time while you're waiting for such and such to get out of soccer, or, after the gym, if you want to grab some girl pancakes. Who's going to get pancakes after the gym? I don't know, but it is a good place to start, to just kind of start those efforts, and kind of see where they go. I promise you'll make a good couple friends that you can go on trips with, have a good time with, fight with, because that's a part of friendships as well, and that they'll still stick around. Hopefully these tips will be beneficial to you. If you got something out of it, one thing, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, just so that you can join this gang about just empowering women, and from everything from business to leveling up is key for me. And I want to make sure that I connect and resonate with people there on the World Wide Web that may be interested in doing the same thing. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you know when your girl is posting another video. Also, just let me know how your friendship endeavors are going. If you try any of these tips, please come back and say, hey girl, I went out to happy hour, we had a good chuckle, I was crying laughing, she's funny, he's hilarious, he's the dog, he's the bro man. Let me know how it worked for you. Just get out there and do it. Until next time, you guys, peace. See you soon. Okay, you guys, you know what to do. Come find us over here at our blog website at My Truth Lies Here, and join the gang. Love to see you, to chat. See you soon.